Hey boys, it's Aki again, back with another Clash of Clans video. And before we get into the video, guys, I want to give you guys another special shout out. We just hit 400 subscribers. So thank you guys so much for the support. I really appreciate it. Honestly, we couldn't do it without you guys. You guys are some of the best fans on YouTube. I really enjoy interacting with you guys. You guys are the best. And now, for today's video, it's all about the Druid again. My buddy shared some more replays. Vig, he's been killing it. I think we've got a total of 11 replays to show you guys. And he's changed the army up a little bit. He's now changed it to 2 Yetis that he's already had, but now he's got 6 Root Riders, 6 Valkyries, Apprentice Warden, and 6 Druids. Spells stay the same. In his CC, he's going to have 8 Hog Riders and a Baby Dragon, and then obviously the Overgrowth and Free spell that he brings in the CC. And so he starts it off pretty much the same. He's going to have a Yeti, a Druid, and then he's going to put down a Valkyrie, a King, and then a Root Rider as well, just to help out final here at 6 o'clock. And then at 3 o'clock, he's going to have a Yeti, a Druid, his Root Rider, a Valkyrie, and then the Siege Barracks. So as those 2 funnels are created at 6 o'clock and 3 o'clock, the rest of his push is going to come down the center. And then he also has, remember the key thing is Root Riders first, wait a couple seconds, and then Valkyries. He doesn't really care too much, so he puts everything down, but usually you just give it some time. And then always remember to put the Apprentice Warden down with the main push. And then he's going to have the Overgrowth kind of to the left-hand side of this Rage Tower. And then he's going to have the second one beside the Monolith. So then he can force his troops to go right down the center way. So I'll play the replay for us. And check this out. There goes his Yeti, Druid on it, a Root Rider, an extra Druid as well. Top side at 3 o'clock, we've got the Yeti, we've got the Druid down, we've got a Root Rider, we've got a Valkyrie, and there comes the Siege Barracks. Now, King kind of, instead of going to the left-hand side, veers in towards the middle. It's not a big deal, because he can just match up with the rest of the army, and that also kind of helps him out too. So, Apprentice Warden in, the rest of the troops in, and now look. He's just kind of letting his funnel create. There goes his first Overgrowth spell down on the air defense. There goes his second right beside the Monolith, and you're like, oh, gosh, why didn't he get the Monolith inside the Overgrowth spell? Well, because once his troops kind of clear this left-hand side out, he wants them to veer in towards the Town Hall. So leaving the Monolith up with the CC, he forces the troops all to go towards the center. Here comes the Hog Riders from the CC. There's the Baby Dragon. Free spell down. And look at this. He's got all 4 hero abilities left. And now his King's going to deal with the left-hand side. Warden ability pops. I'll go to 2 times because the rest of this is kind of cooked. King clears this left-hand side compartment all by himself. He's still got some P.E.K.K.A.s, the 2 P.E.K.K.A.s left from the Siege Barracks, which is insane. Root Rider still left, and then the Druids have turned into their bears. So, watch this. RC ability pops, Queen ability swagged. Super easy. Come on. And then, we go into the second replay. It's a Town Hall 15, yes, but the main reason I'm showing this is just because you want to get the process down. Nothing too crazy here. So he's going to start with a Yeti, a Druid at 9 o'clock. And then he's going to have a Valkyrie coming behind that, his King, and a Root Rider. And then on the 12 o'clock side, actually, he's going to have the same thing, Yeti, Druid, Valk, Root Rider, Siege Barracks. But between while they're kind of working, he also gets an extra Root Rider with the Druid onto it on each side, just to kind of create the funnel even more. Main push goes right down the center way. Overgrowth he's going to do on the scatter shot. And then on the other scatter shot as well. So it's a straight beeline towards the Town Hall. And again, only showing this, I know it's a Town Hall 15, he's a max 16, but still, just to get the process. So I'll go 2 times speed here so you guys don't have to invest too much time into Town Hall 15 being watched getting smashed. But look, he sets his funnel, troops go right down the center. He's going to get his Overgrowth spells down on those expos and those scatter shots. And then his troops are forced to go towards the center. King goes on the outside. Is it ideal? Probably not. But because it's a Town Hall 15, doesn't really matter. And I'll go 4 times here just because the space gets cooked. But I just want to show you guys like the art of the funneling is pretty much what the main thing is. And then I know a lot of you guys in the comments were like, I love this attack strategy, but can you just give like more different style bases? So that's why I'm showing out with 13 replays. So if this is a little long, it's on me, but I thought it would at least help. So here's our next one, boys. The third replay. We're dealing with an invis rage, and then what he does here. Okay, so he's going to start off with the Yeti and Druid at 12 o'clock, King and his Valkyrie. He usually just goes with the one Valkyrie, and then a Root Rider with a Druid at 12 o'clock. Then at 3 o'clock, he does the same sort of deal, but instead of having his King, obviously, he's going to have a Siege Barrack behind. And then he still does that trick with the Root Rider and a Druid extra. Then he's going to put the rest of his troops right down the middle just to go towards the Town Hall. And then he's going to Overgrowth the Eagle compartment right here in the middle. And then he's going to kind of get this right-hand side as well, just to get the ricochet cannon. So everything is forced to go towards the Town Hall, and then they can veer towards the outside. So let's check it out. And guys, I know you guys loved the first video I did on this, but you're going to love this one even more. It's a little more of an updated army, but he also reverts back to the old strategy in some later replays. Not really in terms of the army composition, but the Yeti and 2 Druids. But now he's just rocking the Yeti and single Druids on each. So the funnel start get created at 12 o'clock. Monolith locks on his King. He's not too worried about it just because the single target Inferno is also on it, but he doesn't want to invest too many troops and slash spells early on. So he gets the rest of his army in. He's still got some 4 Valkyries to deploy, but he gets his Overgrowth spells down. Look, all in that middle compartment. All those are kind of taken care of. Then now he gets his Warden in. He's saving 4 Valkyries to shoot up the middle and towards the Monolith. There they go. Apprentice Warden down behind them. Get some extra damage in there. We'll go to 2 times speed because he's going to get this pretty nicely done. Overgrowth spell still doing its thing. It still lasts a while, but look, pause. As it goes and it's done its use, the troops are right in the Warden's ability and about to go and just go straight through that core. CC full of witches doesn't even care. Doesn't even affect them. Look at this. No care in the world. And I think he swags. Honestly, this is something crazy about Vig. Is he swags that RC, the Queen ability, pretty much every attack I've seen. It's hilarious. But he's been killing it with this. And like I said, Vig, he's got 2 accounts, Lizzie and Cerno. So if you see those names, don't feel too weird about it. It's all him. But this next attack I'm going to show you, because a lot of people are like, well, does this attack really work? Well, my buddy Josh is about to make another appearance. Remember, he's a Town Hall 15. And look, here's what's worked for me as a Town Hall 15. And that's almost what he's going to deal with the max 16. And he doesn't even have his CC troops or his CC spells. And his idea is a little different. His army's a little different. But I just wanted to showcase it just because, more so for the reason it's a Town Hall 15, guys. So we got to give him some props here. He starts off with a Root Rider, Druid, and his Siege Barracks at 6 o'clock. And then he's going to do a Root Rider, a Druid, his King at 9 o'clock. And then the rest of his army goes right down the center, starting off with the Ice Golem. And then obviously his Root Riders and then Electro Titan. He's going to have his Overgrowth on the Ricochet Cannon left towards, kind of like here, towards beside the Town Hall. And then he's going to have his second Overgrowth at kind of like the Eagle compartment here. So let's check it out. He also likes planning his attacks for a long time in Legends League, so here he goes. Root Rider, Druid, Siege Barracks, and then he's going to let that kind of work. There goes his Root Rider, Valkyrie, Druid on towards the Root Rider, King to clear that kind of flank. So he wants at 3 o'clock, not 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock, side cleared, 6 o'clock cleared, and then he's going to start with the rest of his army straight in towards the double cannon there. Ice Golem, Electro Titan, Root Riders. I'll start speeding up here, just so we can get in towards the base. Poison goes off. King's doing his thing on the multi-target. Great freeze on the Monolith. There goes his Overgrowth. So first Overgrowth there. Then he's going to get his... Because look, the King's already cleared that kind of area. So he's forced to join up with the main push now towards the Monolith. And then he's kind of got a pretty solid funnel being created. So he's just like, you know what? I'll Overgrowth the Eagle so I don't avoid that damage. Everything's going to kind of ramp up this right-hand side. Join up once this Overgrowth spell is done. And clean towards the middle. So check this out. I'll go 4 times now because his World Champion joins the party a little late. But that's what he intended, to just kind of clear the troops and just kind of get some help. But look, this is a Town Hall 15. No CC troops. No CC spells. Cooking a Town Hall 16. That's almost maxed, I'd say. With some swag heroes still up. Come on. Let's go, guys. This has been insane. So the strategies have really been working. This one's kind of killing it. Obviously, they have a little different variants, but still, I wanted to showcase it just because it was a really good attack. And then here, even though he had some messed up pathing, and he's going from the opposite side of the Town Hall, he still gets this one taken care of. So, he's going to have a Yeti, Druid, obviously, Root Rider, and a Valkyrie, and his Siege Barracks at 3 o'clock. And then he's going to do that thing where he drops an extra Root Rider with a Druid onto it. And then at 12 o'clock, he's going to have the same thing but with his King and an extra Valkyrie, just because he wants to clear that up quickly. And then the rest of his troops are going to be funneled right down the center with that. He's going to have his Overgrowth spells kind of on these air expos here, and then another one on the Eagle. So let's check this out. Get this attack started. Just going to 2 times because everyone's planning obviously in the 30 seconds. But there goes the Yeti, Druid, Root Rider, Valkyrie, Siege Barracks at 3 o'clock. Start clearing that up. There's that extra Root Rider, Druid combo I'm talking about. And sometimes the Druid locks onto a P.E.K.K.A. No worries. We like that too. That's good. There's the 2 extra Valkyries, Yeti, Druid, King to clean that up. And then we'll get the main push going in towards the core. I'll slow it down just because I don't want to go too quickly either. And look, so they're doing their thing. There goes the Overgrowth spells on the Air Expo, on the Eagle to force them to go towards the Town Hall, in towards the core there. But as you can see, his King with his RC and a couple Druids are going towards the Town Hall. But the rest of these troops are kind of pushing towards the outside. But he's not too worried about it because once the Overgrowth spell's effect is gone, these troops are going to join up and get those taken care of, get the Eagle out of the way. But his King's still up, going to go shoot towards the Monolith, get that all taken care of. And then he's still got his RC up there doing her thing with the Spirit Fox. So I'll go speed through the rest of this because he's kind of got the rest of the base and he's cooking. But look, our Queen ability swagged again. He does this pretty much every time. And the Eagle's pretty much the last building to take care of. So come on. Really good attack. He's been doing so well with it. And here, I also want to showcase a fail that he had. This is a key mistake. This base is overdone, overplayed, and can be taken care of really easy. But I'd say Vig almost kind of like panicked a little bit. He really didn't need to. He was doing a great job. So I'll explain. So he's going to have a Yeti, a Druid, a Root Rider, a Valkyrie, kind of here at 6 o'clock. And then he's also going to have his King behind that. Then he's going to have a Yeti, Druid, Valkyrie, and a Siege Barracks at 9 o'clock with an extra Druid and then extra Root Rider combo that he always likes to do now. And then the rest is going to funnel straight towards this Town Hall. But he's going to have kind of like his Overgrowth spells kind of on the Expo kind of like here, kind of leftish right here, kind of to just get the scatter, the Archer Queen, and then do the same thing kind of on the right-hand side so everything funnels straight towards the Monolith, towards the Eagle, right? But look, I'll speed through this just so you can get the beginning, because the beginning's the same every time. Yeti, Druid. Always remember that. Yeti, Druid. That's the combo it goes with. And then he's going to have the Valkyrie, the Root Rider, and then the King and Siege Barracks on each side. So, speed this up. There goes the Yeti. There goes the Valkyrie. There goes the Druid, obviously. King at 6 o'clock. Siege Barracks at 9 o'clock. They're going to start creating this funnel, right? And I'll show you when the mistakes start coming. Right here. Main push is going down, so everything looks solid right now. Rage Tower goes off. Not the end of the world. We're not too worried about it as of now. But here, most people see this, they're like, oh, the CC troop pops. I'm in a little bit of a worry because the Ice Golem's going to go down. There's too much damage here, right? But there's really not. None of the Ricochet cannons, no Expos, nothing's targeted. No Monolith that's targeted. So you can actually wait for the Town Hall to go down and then use the Warden's ability. But because he uses it early, because he invests that free spell, it really wasn't needed because that free spell is not doing much. Same with that heal spell. Look, those ice golems aren't even going to allow for that heal spell to do its full effect. There goes the Overgrowth spells on both scatters. But check this out. Now they go towards up the court. But look, he's lost every spell. He's got one rage spell left for the rest of the center that he probably needed. He could have used a heal spell here. But look, he does it again. Rage spells dropped, but the ice golems were just kind of killing him there. So I would say definitely wait on it if you see a style of base like this. Like, wait for the Town Hall to go down, then use the Warden's ability. And don't panic, because your troops are strong enough. Because this base wasn't even as leveled as the one he's been kind of killing. So, yeah, don't fall into that trap. We'll speed through the rest of it. But because I wanted to show also, like, showcase fails, not just perfect attacks. But he's been doing so well that he really hasn't had many fails, if I'm being honest, right? So, King kind of does his thing. He can't clean the rest of it. He gets up to like 2-star 80%. So I won't show you the rest of that. But he doesn't get that one taken care of. But all good. So, check this one out. Max base. invis rage tower. Kind of crazy, but still he kills it. So he's gonna go with the Yeti Druid Root Rider combo at 9 o'clock with the Siege Barracks behind and a Valkyrie. Then at 6 o'clock he's gonna have a Yeti Druid Root Rider but with his King and a Valkyrie, and then he's gonna do between that like an extra Root Rider with the Druid on each of them. Then once that kind of sets, he's gonna have the rest of his main push go straight towards the center, and then he's gonna have Overgrowth spells on this scatter compartment here and then this scatter compartment here. So he's got a beeline towards the Eagle, take the CC, and then take the Town Hall. At least that's the plan. So we'll watch as that goes, and then I'll speed through just to start here, just because everyone's planning to get their attacks going. So in Legends League especially. So there he goes. Yeti Druid. Always remember that. That's the combo we want. That's what we always want to see. Root Rider goes down to help. King at 6 o'clock. Siege Barracks at 9 o'clock. Extra Root Rider with the Druid on each. That's what he always does now. And then the main push. Root Rider is on each side. Valkyrie's behind them. Get the Warden in. Get the Apprentice Warden in. And now start just looking. See how the troops are going. He doesn't rush into any spells this time. He just uses Overgrowth. Obviously, that's because you have to. But look, he's still very safe with the spells. That's what he usually does. That's why that fail didn't work as well. Because he was too quick to use all of his spells. This time, look how nicely he's managing everything. I'll go to 2 times because look, he's got a nice Golem CC again, but he just deals with it so much better. So that's what I want to show you guys. Fails also help just as much. He learned from that. He's just like, oh, okay, those are the mistakes I made. I got to be careful this time. He does that. King cleans the right-hand side. Warden with the couple Druids cleaning that side. And the Queen's going up the center towards the Town Hall. And then everything converges at the Town Hall. And look, Queen ability's still up too. Time's never an issue with this attack, guys. So really be, I don't know, take your time planning, I'd say even. Like, don't rush into it. Even if you take an extra 10 seconds over the 30 you get, no worries. Because this attack's so quick. It doesn't really matter. But, okay. That was perfect. Another 3-star. And then, check this one. Double invis base, right? We're always scared of those. You know, they can cause some havoc. They can cause some crazy stuff to happen. But, he's going to start Yeti Druid of Valkyrie at 6 o'clock with the Root Rider and his King, right? Then, again, Yeti, Druid, Valkyrie, Root Rider, Siege Barracks at 9 o'clock. And then he's going to have the rest of his troops straight down the middle. And you're like, what, Akash? Why won't you go straight at the Town Hall? Well, his idea is to have an Overgrowth on the Eagle compartment and the Monolith. That way, once those funnels are created, they're going to be forced to go towards the Town Hall, so you don't have to worry actually too much about the invisibility towers popping. Wow. I thought of that, and I was just like, whoa, that's kind of actually crazy when I was watching this replay. But it works to a T. Here goes the Yeti. Here goes the Druid. Valkyrie to start cleaning. And then a Root Rider behind. King to go up towards that Tesla. Then there goes the Yeti Druid at 9 o'clock with the Valkyrie down. Root Rider down. Just to start getting that funnel created. And there comes the Siege Barracks. Those 2 P.E.K.K.A.s are insane, by the way, from the Siege Barracks. There goes the rest of the Root Riders. The rest of Valkyries. Apprentice Warden. Rest of the Druids in to just kind of helps get some healing going. And then watch. Waits on his spells, but gets the Overgrowth down on the Eagle. Overgrowth on the Monolith. Here comes the CC. Look, all of his troops still doing their thing, but all of his spells are still up. So he's learned from that fail. And that's the key thing, guys. You want to just learn from your mistakes. No big deal. If you even get a 1-star sometimes, I'm not going to be mad at you. I'm your boy. But just take it easy, I would say. Never panic. Because any army that's kind of this strong right now, you can make some mistakes and be okay. But you can't just make blatant mistakes. Like, don't do anything crazy. Like, when you use all your spells early, don't think of it just, like, so powerful that you can just spam stuff down and then be like, oh, you know what? I don't got to worry about this. This is fine. It's too strong. It needs to be nerfed. Well, no, there's still some, I'm not even going to call it skill, but you got to have some idea and some planning behind it. You can't just spam stuff down. And look, guys, Archer Queen ability still up. Like, what? So, he's been doing his thing. That's all I got to say. This guy's a legend at this attack. And I'm so impressed by it every time I see it. And this is a double poison base. And so to start this one off, he's going to have a Yeti, Valkyrie, not super wall breaker, but his Siege Barracks at 12 o'clock, right? And then he's going to have a Valkyrie just for some extra cleanup. Then he's going to do a Yeti, Druid, Valkyrie, King, and a Root Rider at, I think, was it 3 o'clock? No, I think it's actually 9 o'clock. And then he's going to have the rest of his main push go straight down the center. He's going to have Overgrowth on the kind of right-hand side flank scatter shot. And then on, I'm pretty sure, this left-hand side, but we'll check it out. So let's get him to start the attack. There goes the Yeti Druid at 12 o'clock with the Valkyrie to help clean up as well. Root Rider in too. And then he's going to do the same thing, kind of at 9 o'clock. But then he gets the Siege Barracks down at 12. There goes the Yeti, Druid, Root Rider, King, down to clear at 9 o'clock. So I was right. Then, main push, straight towards the center there. Because he's, look, check this out. Right-hand side, 12 o'clock, cleared perfectly. 9 o'clock by the King, cleared perfectly. Now King's going to work his way towards the enemy King, clean all that trash out. And then the rest of his troops are, come on, they're forced to go towards the center. And Overgrowth spell on that scatter shot, Overgrowth spell on the monolith, troops have to go towards the center. They can't do anything else other than go towards the core. So, perfect. Uses Warden's ability a little early, not the end of the world. It was actually probably pretty smart because he thought he needed it, and I trust him. I'll go to 4 times speed because he's got 3 of his hero abilities still up, and he kind of smashes base. Was this one a little more underleveled? Yes, but come on. You still got to show it. Just because, like, even if a base is underleveled, because that's why I showed you the Town 15, it's the idea behind it. It's nothing more, nothing less. I just want to show you guys how to actually do the attack, and that's my key thing. So, we did that. Now let's move on to the next one. It's down here a little bit. Here we go. This is our 9th replay, double invis. Let's go. Because I know you guys always want to see that. I saw a lot of comments about that. So he's going to start this off with the Yeti. Oh, but one key thing. He returns back. He even puts a little comment down. Yeti and 2 druids on each corner. So from these replays onward, he does that. I wanted to actually point that out. So at 12 o'clock, he's going to start with a Yeti, 2 druids this time, the OG version, a Valk, and a Siege Barracks. Then at 9 o'clock, he's going to do the same kind of thing. Yeti, 2 druids, King, to clear this kind of side. And then the rest of his troops are going to go straight down the center. He's going to have his Overgrowth spells on the left-hand side scatter, and then the right-hand side air expo to force his troops towards the core there. So, let's watch. But yeah, definitely try this army out and let me know how you guys like it. So there he goes. Yeti, 2 druids this time. The OG army that I showed first. That's what the idea was. But obviously the troop composition is still the same. But now he likes the 2 druids. Just because he was kind of switching things up. He's really like having fun. And he's just kind of trying new things. Which I really appreciate. And it's awesome to showcase his attacks. So, there goes Overgrowth. On the scatter. There it goes on the air expo. And it kind of gets everything else in it. Ricochet cannon's still up. But that's because everything's going to force towards the monolith now. Everything in towards the core. And look guys. Everything he learned from that fail, he applies. No spells too early. He's not rushing. There goes a double invis that's going to pop, but we're not too scared of that. Uses his spells at the right time just because he's got so much damage there. He knows that. And look, King's doing his thing on the outside. Main push just destroyed the town hall. Come on. RC ability, Queen ability, still up. He's killing it. He's killing it. And he's making it look way, way, way too easy because he swags both hero abilities. So please, you guys got to give this army a shot. He's been doing so well with it. So, now let's lean in on the 10th replay here. Check it. Another double invis. I saw a lot of you guys in the comments. I see you boys. I wanted to show this especially for you. So, he starts us off with the Yeti and 2 druids at 12 o'clock with the Valk and his King behind. Then he's going to have, at 3 o'clock, Yeti, 2 druids, but a Siege Barracks to clean this 3 o'clock side. Rest of his troops going to go straight down the middle. And then he's going to kind of have like his Overgrowth spells on this single target Inferno here. And then I'm pretty sure on the right hand side to get this invisibility tower. But we'll check it out. We're not too worried about it. So I'm going to speed it up. Just before he starting his army. Yeti, 2 druids, Root Rider, Valkyrie. Remember that. King goes down as well. That should be kind of almost like a song you sing to your kid when he's trying to go to sleep. But that's what we should be doing. Yeti, 2 druids, Root Rider at 3 o'clock as well, with the Siege Barracks coming down. So, there's a single target Inferno locked on to that Yeti. No worries. He's not panicking, because we've learned from that fail. We'll speed this up a bit. Here comes the rest of his push, straight towards the center there. Overgrowth spells down. There we go. I was right. So he wanted this right-hand side invisibility spell, and left-hand side he wanted to get this scatter shot, ricochet cannon, air expo in there. King's doing his thing. Ability pops. Then slowly but steadily, we're going to go towards the core. Because look, double invis. We're usually scared of that. But that one invisibility tower is not going to really do much. He pops his warden ability because of the Electro Titan in the CC. And come on. Check this out. He's smashing it. It's too easy for the guy. I'm telling him, I'm like, you should just start playing on hard mode now. Because he's making Legends League look too easy. But we'll speed through this. And then we'll start getting into the other replays. Or sorry, the last replay actually. Because this was our 10th one. Yeah. And then he's still got all heroes up by his. And look, the druids, the bears, everything's still going hard. And we're into our last replay now. You got that 3-starred. Right here. Double invis again. I know you boys have looking for him. And I'm going to keep showing them to you. So, he starts this one off with the Yeti, 2 druids, and a Valkyrie with this king at 6 o'clock. Then, at 3 o'clock, he does the same thing. Yeti, 2 druids, a Valkyrie, and a siege barracks at 3 o'clock. Then again, now you guys tell me, what are we going to do? Rest of the troops right down the middle towards the eagle, right? Then he's going to do his Overgrowth spell kind of on the left-hand side single target inferno of the eagle right here. And then the next one he's going to kind of do, I was going to be like, oh, are you going to go the right side just so everything funnels towards the middle? No, he actually kind of jumps up to get this kind of first invisibility, this multi-arch shot, all this expo kind of junk. But I think the monolith stays up, but that's more so for fun. Like, that's kind of just like a hint. He's not really too worried about it. Then look, here goes Yeti, 2 druids, king, Valkyrie. Yeti, 2 druids at 3 o'clock. Gonna have a Valkyrie come down. Gonna have a Root Rider drop in too. That's usually the kind of thing he always does. A little late with the siege barracks, but he's just like, I actually like this. He waited just because he wants one of his P.E.K.K.A.s can verge off, no problem. But if it joins up with the middle there, because he knows it's going to be dangerous, he's not too mad at that either. But both of them join up, so he actually likes that a lot. And look, I just like this about him so much more. He lets the funnel be created, and he's not as, I'm not going to call it spammy, but I'm going to say not as quick with putting his spells down because of that one fail he had. That's how much he learned from it. That's why when I see people like, oh man, I failed this attack, I can't get it. I get 2 stars high percentage, but I can't get that 3-star. Well, you're just ironing out the kinks. So don't be mad at yourself. You're doing great. You just got to be slow with it and be kind of okay with the mistakes you make. Don't be too hard on yourself. So there goes the first Overgrowth spell on that Inferno. Like I said, he lets the attack go on, and then boom, he's going to be like, oh, I need that second Overgrowth spell for that first invisibility tower that he wants to deal with. Pause. He puts down a skeleton spell just on the monolith, just to distract it a little bit, you know. There was a single target Inferno there too, so he had that ready and placed. So, army's doing great. King's doing the left-hand side flank greatly. Hogs come out of the CC with the Warden's ability to clear through that single target Inferno and the Ricochet Cannon. And look, Queen on the Town Hall. Come on. It's too easy. And then one thing I should mention, the heroes all stayed the same. All the equipments, all the pets, everything stayed the same from the first attack. But we'll speed through the rest of it because he kind of washed it. So I hope this really helped because this is 11 more replays that I got to show you guys. And he swags the king ability. But please let me know what you guys want to see in, say, the next video. Do you guys want to see a raid weekend attacks? Do you guys want to see more on the Druid army? Do you guys want to see the 9 healer charge? What do you guys want to see? Let me know. And then again, thank you so much for 400 subscribers. I really, really appreciate it. You guys are the best. So, like and subscribe, and then put some comments down. If you guys have any questions, I'm answering all day. I've got all the time in the world. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.